Just what are your thoughts just about how this season is broke down and just everything that's happened, that's taking place?
Obviously not where anyone envisioned us being right now at 3-6, coming out of training camp. But I do think after Thursday night game, the way we finished that game, the way we came out in the second half, I think Brick had a great message to the team on Monday, just saying, like, look, guys, none of this started the way we wanted to start it, but we still have everything in front of us. Every goal we want to accomplish is still out in front of us, and so it starts with a tough opponent in Arizona this weekend.
Joe, what has this last month been like for you emotionally? You guys, the Saleh gets fired and you make a trade, and there's like all the losing, and then you have this win the other day. Like, it's been a real roller coaster. Like, what's it been like for you?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of ups and downs. Obviously, obviously a five game losing streak is tough. Losing Robert's tough, but I think there's a lot of resiliency in this building, and I think you guys saw it in the second half Thursday night, and I'm hoping that it really propels us moving forward.
Since we haven't talked to you since, I think, right before the season started, you mentioned Robert. What was your feeling about that? Did you agree with that decision?
Yeah, I know. Woody spoke afterwards. I don't really have anything to add, any comment to add. All I can say is that since that decision's been made, all my energy, all my focus has been doing whatever I can to help Brick, his staff, in the locker room turn this thing around. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Are you concerned about your future with the team, Joe?
No. I come in here every day. Just want to do whatever I can to help this team reach its goals, gets to its destination, and whatever happens.
Have you talked to Woody about your future?
Woody and I talk every day. I'm not going to get into details about any of our conversations, but singular focus right now is the Cardinals and trying to improve on this record.
Woody made it very clear at the time that Robert was let go that it was his decision and his decision only. How do you feel about being excluded from that process? I mean, you're the GM. I think you spearheaded the coaching search that hired Robert. So I'm wondering how you feel about that.
Again, I'm not going to get into any of the details or any of the conversations that happened before or after that. But again, Woody and I talk every day, and so at the end of the day, I think Colin Powell said it, but in a different arena. But I serve at the pleasure of the owner, and so my single goal is to help this team get to the goal of a championship. And so, obviously, again, not the start that anybody envisioned, but we still have it all in front of us, and it's just doing the little things better and executing and stacking some wins.
What about bringing in Reddick? Because you had talked about how you wouldn't negotiate with him until you got in the building, and obviously the deal was done before he got here. How did that all work out?
Yeah, I think we we got to the point where however many weeks we were in, and change was made with the agent, and had a great conversation with Drew leading up to that Monday Night Bills game. And then I think there was a lot of conversations that happened in that week to finally get this thing across the finish line. And I think it took a lot of good, open, honest communication. And I think Drew was a big catalyst for that. And I know Woody was involved in that too. And so ultimately, we're excited to have Hassan here. I think you guys see, he had however many pressures he had on Thursday night. That's basically like his second preseason game for him this year. So I think you're only going to see better from Hassan. He's only going to get better as the season goes, and he's going to be an impact player for us on the edge.
So why wasn't it?
Hasn't been what you wanted, Joe, and then it's been a slow start. Why? Why was it so slow out of the gate for you guys?
I mean, look, there's a lot of reasons you get to this position. I think a lot of it's the little things. I think, you look at this 5-game losing streak that we've been on. We've had a chance either at the end of the game to win it or end of the half to maybe really open it up on a team. And, we just haven't been able to put it all together and execute and make the plays that need to be made, whether it's red zone or make the kick or so it's just a lot of things that have led to this point. But again, I focus on the second half of Houston game and all the positives that came out of that game and that half, and with our pass rush and the way we strung 3 unbelievable offensive drives together. And I think you guys got to see what it should look like with 2 elite wide receivers in Garrett and Davante. And so Aaron's feeling really good, and I think you saw that on Thursday night too.
Why didn't it work out for Mike Williams here? What led to the decision to trade him to Pittsburgh ultimately?
Yeah, look, Mike's a great teammate, and Mike obviously was battling, coming back from a severe ACL injury, and he did everything he could, and obviously not being part of OTAs, not being able to be part of a majority of training camp, just could never really get that synced up. But this is a great opportunity for him to have a fresh start. And also, it's a move we wouldn't have made had we not felt good about the guys we have in the room. Us acquiring a player like Davante gives us the flexibility to, if a team wants to be aggressive to acquire a player like Mike, we can do that. And we feel good about having 2 elite receivers, and Allen should come back 100% soon, and great opportunity for young guys like Zay and Corley, and so I think we're really happy with a lot of the depth we have in the room.
Joe, Woody's been talking the last couple of years about his team learning how to win. So why has it kind of not materialized from your standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, I think I kind of touched on it earlier. It's just the little things. It's just doing those little things in critical moments, red zone, special teams, just executing those little things consistently and finishing out those close games. And we were able to do that Thursday night, and we need to carry that forward.
How surprised are you at Zerline's performance this season? You obviously gave him a contract in the offseason.
Yeah, I mean, look, Z was coming off a career year last year, and we all still believe in Z, and obviously struggle with some of the mechanics, and had a little tweak here, and so I think this is a good opportunity for him to kind of hit the reset button, and no one's given up on Zerline coming back here and helping us win games and possibly win a championship. So I think this is a great opportunity for him to get right in many ways, and so but he is loved and respected by everyone in this building.
So what have you observed about your interim head coach?
Oh yeah, Brick. Brick is he has a unique ability to make really authentic connections with everyone. Obviously, him being a former player, a guy that's gone through a lot of adversity and overcome a lot of adversity. I think he really speaks authentically to the players, and I think you've heard it said by some of our players on other shows or broadcasts, but he's a real dude, and I think that comes through in the way that he communicates, not only one-on-one but with the entire group.
Joe, you've been here for I guess 5+ years or something like that, a long time. What would you say to the narrative out there that he's had long it's been long enough for him to turn this around, and you haven't had a winning season yet?
Yeah, I mean we haven't had a winning season, so we're sitting here at 3-6, and so there's a lot of frustration. Obviously it starts with me. So I can look back and there's quite a few things that I could have done better. Obviously, when a situation happens like happened 4 weeks ago, you have a lot of self-reflective moments on the things that you could have done better to make that to keep that from happening. So, but we got an opportunity. We got an opportunity here with these last stretch games to change that narrative.